Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video I am finally going to be doing a everyday makeup routine video. I haven't actually done one of these videos in a super long time, probably a few years now, and I actually get messages all the time. I get a lot of DMs and I get comments on my videos asking me, you know, what makeup I'm wearing, what lipstick I'm wearing, highlighter, bronzer, all of that stuff. And if I'm honest, I am a little bit of a plain Jane. I'm a bit boring and I always stick to the same products, but that makes it super helpful for these types of videos because it means I can share it with you all in one video. So today I'm going to be sharing with you how I do my makeup, how I have transformed my little pale freckly face into this makeup look. This is what I wear on a daily basis now. I say daily, I want to clarify, I don't wear makeup every day. I mean, I really don't wear makeup every day. Anyone that knows me locally sees me when I'm working. I don't wear makeup every day. I'm not a fan. I love wearing makeup, but you know, I go to the gym a lot, I sweat a lot, I have chill days a lot, and I'm at uni and I don't always wear makeup there. This is the makeup look that I do when I want to wear makeup on a daily basis, but do I wear this every day? No. I don't have time for that, and to be honest, it's not healthy. So this is basically the makeup look that I do when I do choose to wear makeup. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Now I'm going to take you through all the products. As always, I'll link them all down below, and I'll also leave some links so you guys can shop them yourselves if you're interested. And without further ado, let's get started and let's do some makeup. Okay, so the first thing I always do is moisturise my skin beforehand. Obviously, I'll clean and cleanse it in the morning. I'm filming this like late afternoon, but I have just freshly micellar watered my face, and then I'll just take a bit of moisturiser. Right now I'm just using the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream. I really like this. I've been using it since Christmas. I got this for Christmas and I really like it. It is quite pricey. For that reason I don't know whether I would repurchase it. Using it whilst I have it, I love it so much. Like, it feels so soft. It's definitely quite like a bougie product, especially for a student that doesn't have a lot of money. It is quite a lot, and obviously if I hadn't have got it for Christmas I probably wouldn't have it, but I do really rate it, and it always feels really nice underneath my makeup. For foundation, I love the NARS Sheer Glow. This is one of my all-time favourites. I have used this for years and I always swear by it. Mine is in the shade Light 5 Fiji. Now I used to use Mont Blanc, which was the shade up from this, so it was a shade lighter, but I just found like this one was a better medium for me. It's just a little bit darker. I personally feel like the darker the foundation, like the nicer it blends on your skin. Like, I don't know, I just prefer to have a slightly darker foundation to a lighter one, so I really love this one because I just love the tone of it. I personally just really love the way that this one blends into my skin, and it lasts a really long time as well. It's a really good foundation for like nights out or like literally everyday wear because it just lasts so long. If I'm honest, this is just the foundation that I always go back to. Like, that's the best way I can describe it. Like, if I try something else, I always just revert back to this one. I love it on my skin. Obviously everyone's skin is different. Like, I do find foundation recommendations are really hard because there has been tons of foundations that are meant to be really good that I've tried and I've just not liked on my skin. Definitely a personal thing, I feel like, foundation, and this is definitely that classic stick to what I know and it works, and I love it so much. Just like the colour, everything, I just think it is absolutely perfect. Now that that is all blended in, I take my concealer. So this is another one I've been using for probably the last 6 months, and this is the Rimmel Lasting Radiance. So it used to be called the Rimmel Wake Me Up range. So they used to do like a foundation and a concealer and a powder, I want to say, but it's now called the Radiance one, but it's still like the same product and I love it, and it's just a really brightening concealer. I don't always feel like it's the best coverage, but it's really nice for under the eyes and down the nose especially. So I am just covering up some of the spots on my chin, but if this doesn't cover it up, then I'll go in with a more kind of full coverage concealer that we'll go through in a minute. And I honestly just absolutely love it. Like, so nice. Like, even there you can see like it has covered up my spots quite nicely. I just think it's a really nice light concealer. Definitely doesn't feel too heavy or anything on your face, which is always a plus. So next I'll go in with brows, and my brow products are really random. First product that I use is actually a ALDI product. So this is the Lacura Brow Gel in Dark. So it's basically a dupe for the Gimme Brow by Benefit, which you guys know I love. Actually run out of all of my Gimme Brow at the minute, so this is a really good replacement, and I really like the colour and it lasts so well. And then on top of that, I then use the W7 Happy Hemp Smoking Brows. It's just a clear brow gel, but it just helps to spike them up a little bit more, gives that kind of laminated effect. I really like it, and it stays like that all day, so I love these products. And I basically just start off by going quite upward, but like relatively neat, because this just helps to kind of like shape out my eyebrow shape. And I feel like my eyebrows, I always say this, are in such a dire need of having them waxed. But I always react really badly to wax. Like whenever I go and have them done anywhere, like I've been to like 5 different places, I always react really badly. I think I'm allergic to something in it. If I have my brows waxed, I end up looking like I've literally got like brow acne for about 2 weeks. So I always try to hold off as much as possible, but I do feel like brow gel is that really nice in between, and as long as I pluck them, I feel like they do maintain the shape. So really love this product. So I literally just brush them out. If I zoom you in a sec, you can kind of see what they look like just by using the brow gel. I feel like everyone always has a favourite brow, and mine is definitely this one here. This one always just, it's not the one. So now that I've done that and I've got you guys a little bit closer, I'm now going to take the W7 one, and I basically just go over this. Now it can be a bit like caked up, but I just really like it, like just to brush through. I feel like it just gives my brows that really nice like laminated effect without having to pay loads and loads of money. I just take this until I get the sort of shape that I want, and you can literally probably tell like these are not going to budge whatsoever. Just absolutely love it. And then I'll just repeat the same on the other side. So just do like upward strokes at the front and then pull the hairs round. Okay, so now that they are all done and set and in place, I will then pop some powder on. Now, I actually use a couple of different powders, kind of depending on how I'm feeling. So the main 2 powders I use are firstly the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish. This is the Light Plus shade. And then I also will use this very lovely and broken looking Poundland one. So this one is in the shade Translucent 1, and they're both really good. I always love to kind of recommend you guys cheaper makeup products, because obviously if they're affordable and they look good, then win-win. So I literally just take this on a big fluffy Real Techniques brush. I also forgot to say that the sponge that I use for my foundation and my concealer is also Real Techniques. I love a bit of Real Techniques. It's all over my face. Now the NARS is always really glowy, so no matter how much powder I put on, I still get that kind of like glow that comes through, which I love. So now that that is all on there, I'm now going to head on to my face products. For face products, of course, we have to use the Ultimate Hoola by Benefit. I love this. I'm actually, as we're doing this video, dipping in the first time to my full size one. I have literally been using the mini wherever the mini's gone. There we go, here's the mini. And it lasted me so long, so we're literally gonna make a bit of history here and dip into the brush. Using my contour brush just to kind of blend this in, and I start off on my cheekbones, go up towards like my temples. I don't really contour, I guess. I kind of just like bronze my face up. I have never been one for contour, and I'm not very good at it, I won't lie, so bronzer is just always the way for me. I find it so much more simple to do. This is literally my best friend, especially if I need to just give my face a little bit more colour, because I'm so pale like all the time. If I feel like it takes a little bit too much in certain areas, I then just go back over with my powder brush just to kind of blend it all in as seamlessly as I can. One thing I've always found as well, again, promise I'm not trying to be a makeup artist here, literally just going off tips I find on TikTok and YouTube, but always try and like put your bronzer upwards. I used to go down for so long and I used to wonder why my bronzer was like here. So yeah, highly recommend if you're like me and you don't have the most defined cheekbones, just to pop it upwards, because it just helps to lift the face a little bit more. I'm also just going to take some down the bridge of my nose. So for blush, I'm now going to be taking my everyday blush. Now you guys know for the longest time I've loved the Charlotte Tilbury one, but this has cracked into a million pieces and it's really hard to use now. So now as my everyday blush, I've been using the Physicians Formula Butter Blush, and this is in the shade Rosy Pink, and as you can see I've used a lot of it. And I literally just take this on a Skinny Dip Barbie brush. This is the C4 Blend the Rules blush. I just use it as a blush brush. And I just take it on my cheeks. Again, kind of like trying to upwards it in an upwards motion, upwards. And I also put a lot of it on my nose as well. It is that really nice rosy pink, so it goes really lovely with my skin tone. And I won't lie, I do take quite a bit of this on because I love blush. It's probably up there as one of my favourite products. So you can kind of probably see it coming through. It's definitely a buildable product. The Charlotte Tilbury one is super pigmented, and this one is definitely more buildable, but I love it so much. It's a really nice natural blush. If I'm fancying a little bit something extra, then I will use this. So this is the Benefit Tickle. And this is meant to be a highlighter, but I actually use it to go over the top of my blush. Now, I say every day, I don't use this every day. I use this on the days where I do a full face of makeup. It's just adds that little bit of extra. It's a really lovely colour. I've literally got a bobby pin stuck to it there. You just take the brush that it comes with, just so I'm not mixing up brushes too much. And I literally just put this over the top. And already can you literally see that shine? Like, it's so lovely. It actually does make a really lovely highlighter as well. And it's so pigmented. So yeah, I just take this over my blush, and then I also do pop it on my nose as well because it makes a really lovely nose highlight. It's quite like rose goldy, really iridescent. And then next we've got one of my other favourite products to use, which is highlight. So the highlighter I'm using is the Ofra Milk and Cookies highlighter. So this was part of the Steph Tom's collab, I believe, but I don't know if it still is because I did show this in a video a couple of months back and someone said that it's not affiliated with her anymore. So if it's not, then I'm really sorry. Obviously, when I bought this it was, but this is what it looks like. I have used so much of this, but I love it so much. Really lovely. I really like the milk from the Milk and Cookies duo side really nicely. And here I'm just taking a Eco Tools highlighter brush, and I usually just take like a blend of the two now because I'm really running out of my favourite side. And I just use this as highlighter, bring it up. Really shiny. I know everyone's always like, oh my god Molly, you wear so much highlighter. I got a lot of comments saying, oh, you wear a lot of highlighter, but I love it. I love looking a bit like a disco ball. Love it so much. So yeah, put that on my cupid's bow, on my temples. Always like to kind of just like bring it up almost like in a V. Basically just where the sun would naturally hit my face, but I love it so much. Like, it's so glowy and beautiful. And then I always like to just put my little finger in it and just add a little bit to my brow bone just to give a little bit more highlight. And then obviously as eye products go, I get lash extensions. You probably would have seen definitely in the close-up for the brow products. I get lash extensions, I get Russian volume lashes, and I love them. My lash lady is like 10 out of 10. I love her so much. I've been going to her for coming up to a year now, and she's so good, and I just love having lash extensions so much. Saves so much time with makeup routines as well. So because of that reason, I don't wear any everyday eye makeup. If I go on a night out, I will put some eyeshadow on occasionally, but for the most part, I never wear eyeshadow. Never wear eyeliner anymore, nothing like that basically. I just keep my lashes on. But of course I do always give them a little brush through, so I actually have my lashes only infilled yesterday afternoon, so they are looking very full at the minute, which I love. And then as for lip products, I actually have like 3 everyday lip products that I use. I kind of switch between them, so I thought I'd just go through them with you. First one is an ultimate fave. I've had this one for a couple of years now. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Kim KW lipstick, which is just like the perfect nude colour. I've also got another Charlotte Tilbury one. This is one of the like newer ones, like the newer packaging ones. It's called Nude Romance. The packaging is like everything. I love it so much. And this is the colour, so it's obviously a lot darker, but again it's a really nice everyday nude. And my other everyday lipstick is a MAC one. So this is one that I actually got for Christmas. It's a satin one and it's in Cherry. Really nice nude colour. Very similar to Velvet Teddy, but it's just slightly lighter. So I love all of these and I use them very regularly. I'm going to be using my Cherish from MAC just because it's lovely and I love it. And I just love the way it looks on my lips. And it's really long lasting as well. You know what, now that I'm actually looking at it on my lips, the best way I could compare this is like a really middle ground between Kim KW and Nude Romance. How could I forget about a setting spray? I use setting spray every day and I can't believe I nearly forgot. So I'm going to be using the MAC Prep and Prime Fix. It's really glittery and I love using this. I've actually had this one since September, so it's going pretty strong to be fair. Okay, so that is the completed makeup look. I'm now going to go and head out with my friends, indulge in so much food. I'm going to get risotto, I'm going to go and have some drinks. But I'm really, really happy that I finally managed to get around to doing an everyday makeup routine for you guys, because I know you guys have really been wanting to watch one. It's obviously the completed look. As for my hair, I've just air wrapped it. I use my air wrap. This is actually all day air wrap. I haven't actually just done this. This is from this morning, but I just love it. It always lasts really, really well on my hair, so I'm really lucky for that. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video nonetheless. Have a lovely rest of the day. Give it a big thumbs up if you enjoyed, and click that subscribe button because it's so lovely to have you here. And I'll see you all very, very soon for another video.